Hey everyone, it's Leo Young here with Impressive Graphics Media, and today I wanted to talk about a story that has come up. It's connected to the story that we did Monday, based off of basically the whole Man of Steel isn't supposed to have a Man of Steel 2. It's in chapters. So this is basically what could have been DC's original vision for the DCEU. So the DC Extended Universe has been a point of contention for many moviegoers and comic fans. Among the various complaints aimed towards the movies is the belief that the universe has been created without a clear idea of where to go and how to get there. That the movies have been making it up as they go, so to speak. Others criticize the movies for seemingly rushing things along, introducing Batman and Wonder Woman in the second movie without their own proper movie introducing them. Now, as it turns out, the movies weren't being made up as they went along. In fact, Zack Snyder had some very ambitious plans for the DCEU. From the start, the goal was to have Batman v Superman serve as the second movie, followed by a trilogy of Justice League movies. All 5 movies were intended to create a large arc for Superman as a character, all this without having a dedicated Man of Steel 2 movie. Unfortunately, starting with Batman v Superman, things began to go awry. Warner Brothers infamously cut 30 minutes from Zack Snyder's cut of the movie, creating what many perceived to be a bloated, confusing movie riddled with plot holes. Later, Snyder was fired from the production of Justice League and was replaced by Joss Whedon, who largely rewrote and reshot the movie to be a lighter tone. But he actually stepped down because family reasons. Now, Warner Brothers has also not ordered a Justice League Part 3, meaning that we may get a Justice League 2 and cut. In light of all this news, the criticism that the DCEU never had an outline or plan holds less weight, but it does lend credence to the complaint that it's just not being handled well. Had production not been so rocky, and if Snyder hadn't had his vision compromised, we could have ended up with some very different movies and probably a very different outlook on the DCEU. And that is the story. There's a whole lot we can talk about. There's a whole lot we can say. And I really want to hear your thoughts about this in the comments section below, because as much as I can talk to the camera, I want to get feedback on this, because this is from Snyder had the plan. We all didn't like Snyder because how he made Man of Steel. Well, I loved Man of Steel. We didn't like Snyder because of where he was going with with the idea of the films. It was too dark. It's too gloomy and all that. It's too realistic. Now, I didn't like the idea that he killed Jimmy Olsen in Batman v Superman, but in the end, it's like he did have a vision. He had a plan, and from the looks of it, his plan was actually going to serve very well. But when he was removed from the table and DC or Warner Brothers started taking over, everyone really went downhill. I believe if Zack was allowed to continue with where he was going, he would have at least gotten somewhere. He would have made it an amazing movie or amazing series. He probably would have caught up to let me see. He would have caught up to Avengers. I'm sorry, Marvel. Now, here's the thing. The part where it's like these movies were all to serve Superman. The way it is that Superman would have been a villain for one movie. He would have came back to life in the black suit, and somehow Darkseid would have gotten a hold of him or something around that. And then the next movie probably would have been the Justice League fighting Superman, and Superman fighting that darkness within him. So that would have been Justice League and Justice League 4. And then the 5th one would have been Superman coming back, helping the Justice League fights. This is my theory of what would have happened, but this kind of makes the most sense. Coming back, fighting Darkseid, and now Superman's like, yes, I've seen both the good and the light of what I've done. And it would have made sense too. It's like the Justice League is pretty useless. No offense. Superman took out Steppenwolf in all of the issues by himself. The Justice League was most likely going to die if it wasn't for Superman. So it would have made sense for a movie where the Justice League actually full on goes like, we need to fight Superman. Unite the 7. Literally, 7 members. There was only 6 in the... Yeah, there was only 6 members of the Justice League in the movie. Which means they probably wanted to add a 7th, Green Lantern most likely, or someone who could at least stand toe-to-toe with Superman, or something like that. A movie where they fought him, and he's like, listen, I am the Man of Steel. I am the hero of the world. But if I ever go wrong, I have a contingency. It's every single one of you. And I don't know. I don't know. Snyder's idea for everything seems to have been very like I said, I want to hear your thoughts about this. Anyways, I gotta go real quick. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did and you want to get updated to our next video, please hit the subscribe button to get access to our notification gong. Also, like, comment, share with your friends and family to show support what we do here at the channel. Sorry about that. Again, I really do want to hear your discussions about this whole debacle. Anyways, once again, I'm Leo Young. This is Impressive Graphix Media, and see you in the next one. Stay impressive.